Okay, I started talking about NYPD, Sergeant Kabuki Man, NYPD. What ends up happening is a sergeant, is magically transformed into a superhero wearing a Kabuki Man costume soon after a shooting takes place at a Kabuki Man live comedy theater. At first, it starts off as just Kabuki Man face paint and a weird dress costume. Then eventually, near the middle or the end of the film, he transforms into Sergeant Kabuki Man, the costume you see in the Toxic Avenger 4. The mask with the fake hair. And eventually, Sergeant Kabuki Man, the guy who becomes Sergeant Kabuki Man, ends up tracking down the men who shot up the live theater and destroys them. This film as a whole for me gets a 5-star rating. The comedy aspect of the film, a 5-star rating. The acting in this film definitely deserves a 5-star rating. This film was a blast to watch. Now on to my last 3 Troma movie reviews in this episode. Class of Nukem High 1, 2, and 3. This first film in the franchise revolves around a group of students at a school who become infected by toxic chemicals when a toxic waste organization's chemicals malfunction, causing the toxic chemicals to infect students at a Troma high school, causing some students to go insane, some to melt, and some to give birth to monsters, and some the toxic chemicals give superhuman strength. This first film I'll give a 5-star rating as a whole, a 3-star rating for special effects, and 5 stars as far as the acting goes. Now on to Class of Nukem High 2 Subhumanoid Meltdown, which is about a man named Roger who falls for a subhumanoid science project named Diane. Diane is created by a crazy, wacky-haired female scientist who is desperately in search of a way to help the rest of her humanoids from melting down to nothing. This scientist works for a greedy man who has diabolical plans for the humanoids, using them as super soldiers. Not realizing the diabolical plans of the man the wacky-haired scientist is working for, eventually she realizes the man she works for has plans, evil plans, for her subhumanoid creations. Holding the wacky-haired scientist hostage along with Diane, Roger comes to rescue Diane with the cure to keep her from melting down that was given to him by the wacky-haired scientist, whom ends up burned. This second film of Class Nukem High, I'll give it a 5-star rating as a whole, 5-star rating as far as the action aspect of it, 5-star rating as far as originality, and a 5-star rating as far as the comedy. Now on to Class of Nukem High, which is about the return of the burnt to a crisp, wacky-haired lady from the second film. And this film is about the son of Roger, whom looks exactly like his father, Roger, who the movie was about in his second film. Because of it's the same actor, of course, who starred as Roger, that's the reason, obviously, Roger looks just like his father. Same actor, they used the same actor. And Roger is the mayor in this film, but this film is based on his son. Now, in this third installment, the head villain is Dr. Slag, PhD, who kidnaps Adley's twin brother at birth. So you end up learning Adley has a twin brother named Dick, whom was kidnapped when they were born. Basically, twin brothers. One good, one trained to be good, one trained to be evil. What ends up happening is Dick ends up framing his twin brother for several murders of the schoolmates.